Imagine if someone could measure your inner stability, your unshakable presence, your actual ability to remain peaceful, powerful, centered no matter what was going on around you. What would your score be? Or if someone could measure how magnetically present and captivating and compelling you are, your ability to be able to hold people's attention for long periods of time when you need to do that, what would your score be? And what if someone could measure your ability to be receptive, your level of receptivity, receptive to bringing in, attracting support, attracting financial flow, attracting opportunities? What would your score be? We add all these up to get your Unshakable Presence Score, and in this episode, we're going to find out what yours is. There are people who walk into a room and everything changes. The energy changes, their leadership, meetings are calmer, meetings are easier, sales are easier, relationships are deeper, more intimate. It's not because they're louder, it's because they have an unshakable presence. And I've been studying entrepreneurs, leaders for over 25 years of what creates this person to be someone where other people are impacted positively by. And most people think it's skills and it's strategies. But what I've found is it is a particular energy that people carry, that anybody can learn, and I call it unshakable presence. There are 5 key areas of someone's energy and the way that they communicate that unlocks unshakable presence. And as I go through what these 5 are, I want you to pay attention to which ones you think you're already strongest in and which ones you feel you're weakest in. And beware, because often what happens is the ones that you think you're the strongest in is not actually the case. So be open and be curious about how you do these 5 dimensions of presence. These 5 areas are what I call the 5 star codes that unlock unshakable presence. And no, I'm not talking to the stars. This is about unlocking your star quality and following the North Star of your soul. The 5 areas are the centering code, the receptivity code, the expression code, the liberation code, and the origin code. Each of them have to be high in your experience to unlock unshakable presence no matter what is going on and to really step into the star quality that is you. Before we go further, I'm going to put the link in the description to your Unshakable Presence scorecard so you can click on that and follow along with the questions. So I'm going to go through each of these 5 and I'm going to show you some of the questions that you're going to be asked to demonstrate why it is so important that each of these codes is very, very powerful in your own system. The first, the centering code, is about you embodying a peaceful, centered power, not being ruffled too easily. For example, one of the questions, do you feel safe and steady in your body even when life is extra busy or chaotic? Do you notice yourself saying yes when you want to say no? And on it goes. If I'm going to help you get better, stronger at the centering code, it's practices like being in your vertical core, being very, very grounded and anchored when difficult things are happening. It's about protecting your own energy field so you're not rocked by others so much. It's about containment of the potent magnetic power that is in your energy field, and so much more. The second code is the receptivity code. This is about you being the magnet to that which you want. It's about pulling things towards you, less push, less force. Some of the questions that you're going to be asked in the receptivity code. When someone gives you feedback or disagrees with you, do you stay relaxed and open rather than defensive or oversensitive? Do you often catch yourself bracing, tightening, clenching, holding your breath? And on it goes. In the receptivity code, if we're going to get stronger in that, is how you can relax and be open to receiving another person in the moment. to be able to receive not just their compliments, not just their nice things they're saying, but to truly be with them. If you're a speaker and you're on stage, can you receive the audience versus be in your head with all the things that you're supposed to be saying? That's the receptivity code. The next code, the expression code, is all about you communicating your brilliance. And there is a set of questions that I want you to answer to get your score in this. And the expression code, give you a couple of ideas of the questions. Do people get a clear sense of who you are when you speak rather than being confused by your message? Now that's a hard one for those of you that are entrepreneurs and leaders and you've got to be super clear in how to communicate your brilliance. Another question, do people ever ask to repeat yourself or say you're speaking too softly or too quickly? One of the codes within the expression code is the vocal code. It's about how you move your body through physical space, how your energy hits space. It's about your style. It's about how you communicate in intimate moments. It's all about your expression, and are people really leaning in or not? The next area is called the liberation code, and this is about you unwinding old tension. It's about restoring lightness to the energy field. When you see someone who has a magnetism, a presence, an unshakability, you literally see the lightness in their energy field. And so we're going to work with that, see where you are in the liberation code. Couple of questions that are waiting for you in the scorecard. Have you forgiven all people who have hurt or betrayed you? Have you forgiven yourself for all past mistakes? When something surprising happens, do you jump to judging it as good or bad? The mind often does that. So in the liberation code, we're working with the shadow dynamics that still hold you too contracted and too tight. And it's about forgiveness. It's about the somatic release of old wounds. It's a deep work. And the final area is the origin code. This is about you tapping into the original you, the original source, the essential you beyond your ego, but also the original personality, your original desires, your original heart, your original unique genius. You are unlike anyone else. And so this is about really owning that. A few questions that you're going to be asked in your scorecard. Outside of meditation, do you often sense a quiet part of you that's observing your thoughts and emotions with no judgment at all? Is inner quiet and meditation easy for you? Do you feel clear about your soul's purpose? And are you living it? And on it goes. So the origin code is all the things that you are original at. And so it takes some excavation to know, what is your soul's purpose? What is it that you want? What do you bring? What are the gifts you bring to the world that no one else quite has? We've had over 15,000 people go through the Unshakable Presence work all around the world. And in putting this framework together, I've realized that most people do not know which one they're strong in. And if there's some weakness, what are the specific practices that they can do to amplify their strength in that? That's why I created the Unshakable Presence Scorecard. The link is below, and I want you to click on that, and you're going to answer 40 very specific questions. It will take you 5 minutes to get your overall score, but the score of each of these 5 codes. And then immediately you'll get a report from me of the practices that you can do to unlock unshakable presence in every area of your life. So go ahead, click the link below. And if you like this video, click like, subscribe to Spiritual and Successful. And we are here in Loveland, Colorado at Casa Sagrada, our retreat center of the Awakened School, where we do all of our events. And if you want to come here and do this work of unshakable presence, centered, magnetic, receptive, liberated, free, powerful, in all of the work that you do and the relationships that you're in, and you're committed to your spiritual awakening, this is the place to be. I'll put the link in the description as well for your ticket to Spiritual and Successful live in person here in Loveland, Colorado. We'll see you soon.